Hello everyone, this is a summer makeup tutorial that I think is easy to achieve and will give you that perfect summer glow. So let's get started. First, I prep my entire face by putting this Nuganic customized sunblock, and I love it because it protects and nourishes my skin while it keeps me matte. I'm using the Benefits Porefessional primer to help minimize pores and also keep me matte. I'm mixing these two foundations. The Revlon Colorstay is long-lasting, helps oil control, but it's a little bit too dark for me, so I'm mixing in the YSL Touche Eclat foundation, and I will also add a more dewy finish. I'm mixing it on my hand and dotting it all over my face. Today I'll be using a beauty blender to flawlessly blend everything in, and you just want to keep patting until everything looks well blended. I'm adding a little bit more to areas I want more coverage. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Divine Concealer and Neutralizer to brighten areas and also cover my under eye circles. And I look a little bit scary here, but it will help me brighten the right areas in my face to give more dimension, and the beauty blender will help make me look normal again. Yay, look normal! Alright, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer to cover up my acne scarring and just discoloration. I love this because it's blendable, creamy, and buildable. I'm using my fingers so it looks more natural. To set my foundation, I'm using the Innisfree No-Sebum Mineral Powder, and I'm really loving this because it has natural ingredients, gives a matte finish, and also helps control my oil. What more can I ask? I'm using the sponge applicator because I don't know where my brush went. And this does give a slight white cast, but I don't mind. To give my cheeks a glow, I'm using this Physicians Formula powder palette. It is a highlighter and a bronzer in one, and it's going to give that summer glow we're going for. I'm swirling it, putting it on my cheeks, on my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. Now for blush, of course, I'm using this Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. It's a coral, shimmery brush that can work as a highlighter, and I'm using this because it brings warmth to my face. To lightly contour, I'm using an Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess bronzer, and I'm putting this on the temples and the sides of my cheeks just to give a little bit more warmth. By the way, yes, I'm using this Real Techniques blush brush for everything because I love it and it's multi-purpose. I'm also using a little bit to contour the sides of my nose, and man, I was sweating already testing out my makeup. I'm using the e.l.f. eye primer to, prime my eyes and all that. I'm using the same Physicians Formula highlighter blondes palette to put it all over my eyelids, and then I'm going in with this Tony Moly triple eyeshadow Cafe Mocha palette using the dark brown color to line my bottom lash line first. I'm going to wing it out a little bit so we can use this as a guideline for our eyeliner later. Give up, you've got a reason to live. Just keep building it up and making sure it's even in both eyes. This L'Oreal Infallible Gel Liner is seriously the best. It's long-lasting, it's comparable to my Bobbi Brown gel liner, it's creamy, easy to apply. I have monolids and have trouble finding the right liner for me. Oops, I made a mistake there. Just forget that ever happened. And anyway, it seriously is my favorite, and I reach for it more than my other high-end liners. So I'm first going to tight line it and then smooth it out to make sure that the lash line is filled. I'm going to keep going over it and make sure everything's filled before I do the winged liner. And if you remember the guideline we drew earlier, I'm using that to know how long I should extend my line to, and just going over it slowly so that I could get a sharp edge and just not mess up, because you all know it really sucks when you mess up eyeliner. I spent it right in all the bars, and I was so hungry, so thirsty. I'm using whatever's left on my brush to line my bottom lash line, and instead of connecting this line to my upper wing liner, I'm actually going past it and sort of making a parallel line to the upper line. And I think this just makes your eyes look bigger, more open. I'm smudging it out to match the eyeshadow that we put on before. Like me should buy, and I live like a king. Next, I'm using the infamous Anastasia Brow Powder Duo Medium Brown. I'm using a more dense brush to fill in the general color and shape of my brows, starting from the outer edge and going inwards. I couldn't see, so I put on my glasses here. Then I'm using a thinner brush to extend my brows to match the length of my liner and also sharpen the edges. I'm adding a little bit of highlight and ta-da, we're done with the brows. I'm using the Maybelline Rocket Volume Mascara in waterproof and holding it vertically to make sure I coat every single lash and just going over it some multiple times so that it's visible. All I want is stories, but all the party lights went out. Using the light golden white shade in the Tony Moly eyeshadow palette, I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and dragging it to the first half of my under eye area, and this is really going to brighten everything. Then I'm going in with the darker brown shade again to give a little bit of a contouring, but not too much because I feel like for monolids it looks a little bit weird when you contour too much on your eyelid. So just blend it all out and make sure that there are no harsh edges. But I had something. With the Estee Lauder bronzer, I'm going to contour the sides of my nose once again with my eyeshadow brush. For lips, I used the Maybelline Baby Lips Dr. Rescue and Berry Soft for a natural pink lips look, and voila, we are done! If you like this video, please like and subscribe so I can make more videos in the future, and have a great summer! Age 14, we got you down on your